Welcome back to day 58 of the Locked In series. Today I actually wanted to talk about something that I think I've done well up until this point, right? I'm 18 years old and I think I've done a good job on being able to make good first impressions on older guys and like business guys and stuff like that. And I see a lot of people online saying that it's impossible to be respected as a young man. I don't know how much of that is still going on, but I know a year or two ago when I used to browse a lot on the internet, that was what was being spoken about. But essentially, I think it's quite simple to be respected as a young man, because it all just comes from making good decisions with what you have, on top of just shifting your mindset from being a kid to being a young adult, being a young man. Because a lot of 18-year-olds, I'm 18-year-olds myself, they act like kids. That's the best way to put it. They act like kids, they dress like kids, they go around with their flare jeans, at least in Stockholm, Sweden. I used to do the same thing, but not anymore, luckily. Now I dress more like this. But basically, they just look like kids and they act like kids. And that's the first mistake. And on top of that, they're arrogant too. And that's another bigger mistake. Because truly, everything you have to do, if you're a young man, you want to get into business, you want to get into sales, anything like that, you just have to look presentable, act as a man, not as a kid, a boy, and lastly, just be humble. That's basically it. For example, when I first wanted to get into sales, it was kind of like thing where I just decided one day, okay, I'm gonna get into sales. Because I figured I'd be good in it. I had a really good hunch. I had a feeling, an intuition that I would be good at it. My heart told me I would. So that's why I did it. And basically the same day I decided that, I clicked on an Instagram ad of a Swedish company looking for I think it was appointment setters for their company. Basically, I just booked that in, smashed the phone interview. They told me come over for an interview, in-person interview, and so I did. So I pulled up in my fresh graduation suit. So I was looking good in my dark blue navy suit. And basically pulled up there, shook their hand, looked them in the eyes. Everyone complimented me on, wearing a suit. And I made a really good impression just by wearing a suit and shaking his hand properly. And I was interviewing with the CEO because the other guy wasn't there apparently. So the way you have to kind of approach these older guys that have done a lot more than you is you have to approach them with humility, but also confidence. Confidence because you know that you're gonna get there too, but humility because they're already so far ahead of you, man. So basically, I shook hands with this CEO. He showed me around the office, and I complimented him on his company culture because I know that's likely something he has worked on a lot, and it was a well received compliment. Not to be too autistic, but like you gotta think through what you say. And then basically did the interview, but since I had never done any sales training, I didn't know what sales was. Obviously they noticed that and they were like, okay, yeah, we'll call you back, yada yada, never got a call back. So then, now later, I have, over this past almost 2 months at this point, I've really honed my skills, my sales skills. And essentially, now I'm working on an offer, a B2B offer, selling an AI product. And the people I'm working with, obviously, I'm working under, I think it's a sales agency, I guess. And basically, the guy running it, I've made a good impression on him because I know what I'm doing. I'm being professional, I'm being very coachable, and I'm being very humble. And that's what you need. And I'm showing up with a dress shirt on every single call. Like, look at the way I'm dressing right now. quarter zip with a dress shirt under. This is the kind of way you need to dress if you want to make a good impression. Obviously, there's a million ways to dress right and still look respectable, but this kind of stuff, yeah, I just think it works well. It has worked well for me. So essentially, just think through the way you are and the way you act, because a lot of guys my age still dress like they did when they were 15, and a lot of my guys my age still view themselves as kids, and a lot of guys my age just are arrogant, straight up arrogant, and they can't accept, I don't know what, but they're just a bit arrogant. I don't know another way to describe it, but the thing is, it's so easy to make a good impression if you just know what you're doing. Just be a respectable young man, dress well, look good, also get in shape, that helps. Because that's obviously some respect points that you can collect easily. And yeah, speak eloquently. Speak well. Don't say bro, hey bro, like this, like yeah. Okay, now that sounded fucking retarded, but you get my point. Don't speak like a kid. This is turning into a yap session. I'm sorry about that, but you get my point. So to summarize, look presentable. That means being in shape, dressing well, firm handshake, and also act presentable. Act like a young man. So that means speak eloquently, be humble, and yeah, just be professional, show up on time, everything like that. So that's kind of my 2 cents about how to be respected as a young man, which I actually think is very easy if you just know the psychology behind it. Because if you pull up to a job interview, 18-year-old guy speaking with 40-year-old business owners, just show up looking professional, speaking professionally, acting very mature. I don't like the way mature, because a lot of people think being mature is being a bitch, but that's not what it is. But I don't know, it's simple in my mind, but yeah, just be that kind of archetype of the young up and coming prodigy kind of thing, and these guys are gonna love you. So yeah, if you want to get into sales, if you want to get into business, that's what I would recommend you do as a young man. And that's about it. That's it for today. I love you. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.